Hi, I'm Breck Allen. I'd like to work a little bit on the tone of Otis Redding again. And in this case, satisfaction, which is a very different animal than Dock of the Bay. So, where are we at?
I can't get no.
Can't get me now. I can't get me no. Some version of that. A lot of people would hear that and they'd think this is, oh, sing in the mask, sing in the face. Well, use these frequencies, but this is not a forward move. Everything works from here. So you've got to have this first. I can't get me no. And what he's great at is what all great singers that work multiple direction are at, where they're getting this depth and the brightness at the same time. He's got a lot of brightness here, but he's doing it multi-directionally. I call it tone marriage. I can't get me no. So he got kind of a nasal thing going on, and throughout the song, a lot of fry. He's kind of tickling the fry. I like to think of it.
Satisfaction.
Right there. Satisfaction, satisfaction. He's tickling that fry. And again, you've got to be able to do that from a place where you're really well anchored. I talk about this a lot in all my videos. Satisfaction. Understanding how to get some fry from the vocal cords, but they're just attached, it's attaching itself. And he's using an airy tone. So if you had this clean satisfaction, satisfaction, and then he's adding this nasality to this whole song. Satisfaction. You're not pushing through. Anything hurts, you're doing it wrong. You start scorching the vocal cords, scorching the vocal tract, you're doing this wrong. So this is just these ingredients that I love about this. We're not trying to imitate anybody. We're just trying to go in and say, what's a singer doing with their instrument?
I can't get no.
I can't get me no. I can't get me no. Nice pulse. I can't get me no. Really rhythmic singer. Again, people would confuse this. If you don't have this attached to this, that would be I can't get me no. Not our best look. And that's what a lot of singers that find a belt and they're like, oh, I'm singing in the mask. It's like, well, at least it's loud, but it's not great. This is an attachment to I can't get me no. Otis is a great example of depth. He has such a great sense of back and down. A lot of videos I have, a lot of instruction on how we get direction. We're not using a drop larynx here, but if you see me use that, it's a technique to teach you how to get down once I'm good at that. I can get that. I call this zero gravity. I'm getting a lot of depth here without all this stuff. I'm going to do a video on pulling chest soon because everybody's confused about what that really means. It has nothing to do with chest voice. Ultimately, we have to be good at direction. And this is a great example of direction. This is a great example of someone who's awesome at that's what I call resonant shifting. I'm going up and down. To produce great tone, you have to be able to go both of those directions at the same time. I attach that to that, or vice versa. And that is what he is the master of. Satisfaction. He's tickling that. And if you do it wrong, it's going to hurt. Satisfaction. It's just kind of dirty and so much attitude in this. Satisfaction. That little bite in that tone. But again, if he wasn't doing it from here, it would not sound so good. Ooh, that's beautiful. I've tried. I talk a lot about catch and release from belt to mix to head. That's what he's just doing. I've tried. Great expression. All these techniques just become expressions. I've tried. I want to be great at that. Chest, head voice, chest, head voice. All points in between are mixed. Air is a different subject, which you can attach. A lot of that on the Dock of the Bay video that I did, where he's doing a lot of that. That's awesome.
I
I've tried. You hear so much anchor in Otis. I've tried. As you go higher, if I'm even as far back, and even if I'm a little dull, it's going to get bright. But he's great at what I call an open nasal anchor. You see me teach a lot. Stubby nose. That's a closed nasal anchor, is what that technique is. Once you're good at that, I'm still there. I'm opening the nasal passage. And that's what attaches these frequencies. We have three resonance chambers. Nasal horn, chest, nasal horn, mouth horn, and chest. And he's attaching from this open nasal anchor. You can decide how much. That's not about singing forward. It's a mistake to teach singers to sing forward. It's not a mistake to teach them to access forward and attach forward. But everything lives around this spot back here in singing. That's the anchor. That's the home base of everything. So he's doing that so well. I've tried. He's buried, but he's getting all these frequencies I talked about before, some of the fry. Well, I've tried. If I just did that, I have tried. Not good, right? Plus potentially dangerous. I have tried. Well, I've tried. Where does that come from? Well, I have tried. It's a real buried tone. Understanding how to do that. What people would confuse is pulling chest and all kinds of things. Direction, though, back and down. And then attaching all this brightness to it. That's the mastery of this song. I've tried. That's the first time I thought on this one he was actually doing most of the time, but that sounds like tried, where he actually goes to the major. Tried. Well, I've tried. Some variation of that. I'd be better off standing here, pushing myself up, working my body to try to support that. If I didn't have all that bottom to that, that's what people's belts sound like when they're taught to sing in the mask and they don't understand this position. Not a good place. Not where you want to be. I can't get me no. That's when I can't get me no. He is doing that major. I thought he was doing the minor, but it sounds like he's doing the major. I can't get me no. I can't get me no. I can't get me no. Yeah. That's fun. That's kind of blue note. That one sounds like the minor. So can't get no. So this is what you work on. You break down the ingredients of what somebody's doing, but you got to understand from where they're working. Otis Redding, Satisfaction. Check it out. Have fun with that.